For me, I've always been super in tune with my body. I knew in my gut that something was wrong, and I just knew like my body was really fighting with me, and I could feel that that wasn't okay. I used to be a dancer in Chicago, moved to California about 20 years ago. I was always the most energetic person in the room. Suddenly that wasn't the case. I was starting to feel really off, and I was napping a lot. I was feeling really run down in my body, and I changed my diet, tried to do different workouts, thinking maybe that was part of the problem. Everything that I changed wasn't changing the way I was feeling. And I went to a couple different doctors, I got blood work done, everything was clear. And it was very frustrating because like when you don't feel well and you don't have any answers, it's challenging. I went to my OBGYN. She did a very thorough breast exam on me. She said, no, I don't feel anything. I always was giving myself breast exams because my aunt had breast cancer, my sister had breast cancer, and I found 2 masses in my breast that were not there 2 months earlier. And I went and did the mammogram, and I did the ultrasound, and seeing it on the screen, I knew pretty quickly that I was about to have to fight. They told me initially that I was stage 1, 2, or 3 and not to worry, and that I would be okay. Turns out that was not the case. We kept getting phone call after phone call, and every phone call was a little bit worse. First phone call was, you're definitely not stage 1 or 2, you're stage 3, maybe stage 4. The next phone call was, we're wrong, you are BRCA. I found out that I was probably leaning towards maybe stage 4, that I was triple negative, which meant that I had no choice but to do chemo. I called my cousin who works at Tempus, and I said, do you know any doctors who work with triple negative in oncology? The testing was much more comprehensive. She said, unfortunately, you are stage 4, and with the level that your cancer is growing, we're gonna do the best we can with chemo, but there's a very good chance that we're gonna have to make you comfortable at the end. Cancer treatments are pretty horrific. You do, to an extent, get to the point where you're like, there's only so much you can take. You're seeing yourself in the mirror, and you don't look like yourself. Your cheeks are hollow, your lips are blue, there's purple bags under your eyes. Cancer definitely, it takes everything you have and then more, but I've always been a firm believer that I'm determined to do something, I will find a way to do it. After 6 weeks of treatment, we did another CT scan, and my doctor called me, and I had cleared my liver and my lungs. And she's like, I don't know how this is possible. All my other tumors were shrinking so drastically that she was, like suddenly she was like, I actually believe that this is possible. And at the end of the 6 months, everything was gone. Tempus has been great. The future of testing is so cool because there are so much more targeted therapies, which is like olaparib and Keytruda, which has just recently become a part of most people's treatments. Just under 4 or 5 years ago, Keytruda was still being developed. So there's a lot of changes happening consistently, which I think is incredible. It's so important when you're going through this that you give yourself permission to be wherever you are. Just because you've made it through doesn't mean you don't also still get to be upset. I'm stage 4, there is no remission, and I've been no presence of cancer now for 1.5 years. I will never be as strong as I was. There are days where I can't even walk. There are days that I can't get up my stairs. There is a lot that changes. The thing that is so important for people to remember is remember what you're fighting for and laugh every day, at least once. Find things that make you smile, find things that make you happy, and focus on those.